We go. We have little doggos playing in the background. We have kitties sitting on tables. We have other doggos just ignoring the shenanigans. We have honey. Honeycomb, like sitting on the sidelines. Something awakened in me, and it's like I want to consume honey. Today's stream topic is about reactions, and how powerful they can be. How our reactions to you, maybe seeing me pick pieces of wax from the honeycomb out of my mouth, might not be very pleasant. It's Creator Party! They really are being ridiculous. But while we get entertainment, yes, I can get myself pieces of this honey. Like, this is technically capped. That is capped. I don't think these ones are perfectly capped, but these ones are capped. And these are honeys from the exact same hive. And with the color difference, there is an insane taste difference as well. So strong. The dark one is almost bitter. Like it has a strength to it. And then this one is so much lighter in comparison. I mean, you can see it. If I take a slice of that, put it in there. Take a slice of that, put it on there. Right. And the flavor is lighter as well. This one. This one is just sweetness. Like a floral sweetness. And this one has a bitterness to it that's almost alcoholic. They definitely haven't fermented. But this one is just so much stronger. Like the kind of extra flavors you get from whiskey. Right? Like that aged in oak barrels kind of flavor. Okay. Enough, I say. Looking at the honey again. I don't know why. Like, I think something like literally snapped in me. Like last night, I had this whole thing of like, I wanna eat something sweet. And there wasn't much. And then I remembered that there was a lot of honey, like an absurd amount of honey. And I kind of wish I didn't. Honey can definitely make you fat. I should be under no illusion of that. But I'm giving myself like the pat on the back that it's not refined sugars, at least, right? Totally. Pretty sure you're supposed to use a steel spoon of honey as well. Hey Google, why shouldn't I use a steel spoon of honey? A common myth, it's a myth, suggests that using a metal spoon for honey is harmful, claiming it can cause the honey to oxidize or lose its beneficial properties. Let's debunk the myth with the facts. In reality, the metal spoon are safe. Brief contact with metal spoon doesn't cause any harmful reaction. I've actually said this in passing, like it's like a contact, kind of thing. Like there's so many microorganisms in honey that the few of them that might get killed by the metal is going to be negligible in comparison to the amount that's above them. Maybe if you leave a metal spoon in honey, steel spoon for honey is generally considered safe for short-term use. Some people advise against it because the honey's acidity could potentially react with certain metals over long periods, causing a slight change in quality. Yeah, so don't store your honey in stainless steel, but maybe it's not that big a deal if it touches it every now and then. I just realized why it is I'm so addicted to this right now. It's because of how complex it is. If you eat a piece of chocolate, you almost get the flavor you get, right? Good. It tastes good for the most part. But then it tastes like that good taste for the whole of it. They might mess around with textures a little bit, but it's usually sweet and chocolate flavor. However, this honey, the differences between, one comb to the next, it's a mystery to me. Like that sound was maybe a mystery to you. The cats did not like it. I'm sorry, kitties. I don't like it either. There we go. And then we got ourselves a stand. Just checked if it's stable enough. More honey, you say? Okay. I'll get a piece of the light stuff again. If these two honeys were rides at a theme park, this honey would be the kids section. The kids section of the theme park, and this honey would be you have to be this tall to ride section. Honey, hey Sean. Again, Zano. It's so nice having you friends here. I see Dreamtooth here too, saying squeak. I agree. I'm good, been hard, waking up on time. Well, here you are. On time for today at the very least. California dreaming. Awesome, Joe. I'm excited to be going to California today. First time on the West Coast, but right now, you're showering with me. Love you, Joe. It's true. So the friends who don't know, Jobat B. Booper, is becoming a certified yogi. Well, yogini. She is going over to California to Encinitas, the soul of yoga. Brother Ryan, a community member's yoga studio. She's going to get certified. She's going to go and get certified in person. I did my whole course online. She did most of her course online. And now she's going to go and finish and graduate in person. So send her good vibes. Imagine her having a good time on that side. Kelly. Fun times. Remember, wash as high as possible. Wash as low as possible. And wash all possible. I'm guessing that's like a California joke, but I'm not privy to it. We're gonna go on the adult ride, honey, again. And you have little pieces of wax afterwards. It is kind of candy-esque. Like you have a wrapper that you take your piece of candy out of. Except the wrapper is all around and embedded in your candy, and it's holding your candy in little tubes. One more, totally. It's crazy to me how, even in the same piece of comb, from one section to the next, you'll get a different experience as well. Okay, just one more from the other one. Totally, just one more. And then it'll be done, I promise. Totally. Like, look at that. Maybe I can show you this as well. The difference between the wax. I can't tell the one versus the other. It literally is addicting. I literally have to fight my instincts to not eat more of it. It's like, yeah, take another bite. Remember that thing you just did? We liked it. Do it again. Do it again. Fine, I'll do it one more time. Totally, just one more. Melt's gonna be bouncing off the walls with a sweet puppy like that when the honey hits. A sugar rush is actually not really real. I don't know if this is well known, but no. ADHD is. That's real. And there is definitely hyping yourself up because you got something that you liked as an ADHD person. I understand the wax is fun. The wax is fun. The wax isn't fun in your mouth. No. I don't particularly enjoy it. You have to almost like gather the wax into like one little wad. It's like reverse tobacco chewing, right? What? I don't know. I like foods with a bit of struggle. Pomegranate, artichoke, those kinds are my favorite. I don't eat much artichoke, but I do get the pomegranate thing. I think we actually have some pomegranates ripening outside. I even had a dream or something, Zana, about pomegranates. Thank you, Kelly. Bless you and Kelly. I'll be in San Diego. Oh, Kelly is here. Bless her. Coming to California. Woo-hoo. West Coast, best coast. That's amazing, Joe. Heartfelt congratulations on following a dream. Bless. Melt, you're going to be bouncing. Bless again. Like foods. I used to get this whistle that was made of wax at the store. It had sugar water inside that you would suck out after you bit the caps off. I remember, I think, no, I don't remember personally because we never had them here in South Africa, but I remember seeing online that thing you're talking about, like literal little wax bottles, you know, small little wax thingies with sugar water inside, I guess. Sugar water, that's so ridiculous. I'll be in San Diego. I am California and North Cal. We actually have a bunch of friends from California in that case. I'm not seeing chat. I'm seeing chat. I just went to all messages as well, and I'm seeing chat still. Hi, do you see me? I like seeing you, friend. It's nice having you here. Berkeley across the bay from San Diego. I've been eating honey this whole stream. Kind of relentlessly. This is my thing of honey. There used to be a piece of comb of honey that went all the way like this. I don't know where it went. There must be a honey thief among us. Someone must be taking small slices of honey. The wax part is not fun. But I think I'm on Zano's side of her talking about her enjoying food with a bit of struggle. There is a bit of struggle to this. And there is something satisfying about it. Just one more piece. I am addicted to honey now. All right. There's so much wax on my teeth. I'm getting them little by little. Guys, literally, I want to do a party with Little Getting Fun Advance. I don't know if Little Getting Fun Advance is like some sort of rapper, and his name is Little Getting Fun Advance. And you want to throw a party with them. Maybe that's exactly what you mean. If that's the case, that's a hilarious name. I remember those meow now. Did I miss some? Not seeing chat? Maybe. I remember those. You can still get them at some stores. Oh, there's little bottles. Yo, folks. What is kicking around this morning? Hey, Sam. I have been eating honey. Like, it owes me something. I had this, like, need almost to eat honey before I started stream. And then, just before I started stream, I went and ate some honey. And then instead of just leaving the honey there, I brought myself a whole... I think the thing that's getting me is the fact that there's two different flavors. So I taste some of the one, and then I'm like, wow, how novel and strong and pungent and complex and bitter and sweet and novel. And then this one is also sweet. But so floral. Almost like this, the one like the freaking wax in my mouth is skizzing my brain. The difference between them is like polarity for me even. Like the one is very light, feminine, you can say. Feminine, and the other one is very masculine. Like offensive even. It's very interesting. I'm kicking bubbles. What? Grew up in the convenience store and chewed lots of bubble gum. Nice. Hot cacophony. Same dream tooth. Those ooze tubes. The difference in names as well. Kicking bubbles. I'm tripping. My typing errors, my stupid keyboard. I say I want to do a little fun and party. And I want to do party guys with Joe Beep and other guys. I mean, we have actually had that as a whole discussion, Nisha. We want to do something called Meltfest. So when we as a community are both big enough, local enough, close enough to each other in that way, and we have enough finances, we're definitely going to like throw a party. Get nice big speakers, have like a nice little covered area for us to dance, make sure it's well ventilated, even air conditioned ideally. I look forward to it. It's gonna be fun, Nisha. Just like toothpaste candy. Sounds nasty, is nasty, but still like that. The amount of honey you're eating is making me kind of nauseous. It's making me kind of nauseous, Nancy. That's the thing, right? Like it's unironically, I'm not joking about it, but I'm not gonna. Okay. All right. Suddenly, the honey is further away from us. I do want to add an extra layer of certainty. I'm going to go wash my hand with rainwater. It's raining in a way where I'll have to convince you that it's raining. Or then I have to try and convince the rain that it's raining. There's definitely not enough water falling down for me to directly be able to do anything about it. I just dipped the still standing mini body of water. Hands washed. So, Ayas. I think I've seen you before. I don't know who you are, and I just got here, but for a second there I thought you were Chris Pratt. I take that. That's nice. I'll take that as a compliment, right? Chris Pratt's a good-looking guy. I'm Melt. It's nice to meet you, Ayas. AI. I don't know. Sending you blessings, though. Continuous eating despite nausea. Yeah, that's why you don't find potato chips in my house very often. Well, just to give you this as context as well, Joe, potato chips give me nausea as well. All right, and I kind of didn't see it as an excess thing, but just as the chips itself causes me nausea. So I've also cut that one out for the most part. Don't eat much chips these days. The wax, it was minty. What? Oh, the toothpaste things. Despite eating, I don't know, bless again. Those windows are so cool. Very Art Deco. Yes. Art Deco, that's what they're for. For decoration. Yep. I know you're also being serious, you know, and playful maybe. But yeah. Having bars in your windows. It's a part of the South African lifestyle. Something to be expected. I have a little bit of Gorilla Glue here. It is some that Christian brought me actually. When he came through for New Year's. I do feel my brain doing some things, right? I don't know if I'm being sugar rushed or having a sugar crash or if there are actual compounds in that honey that I am now being affected by. But there is definitely a sense of almost like intoxication, like I'm more calm, like I'm... Nice to meet you too, man. What do you usually do on your channel? I was just scrolling and I saw you're live. Well, this channel is almost like a window into my life, right? I believe that I function and serve the world best when I'm connecting with others, but it would be unreasonable for me to expect everyone else to always show up for me, right? So I decided to, in this medium, show up for everyone else. And if everyone else wanted to show up for me, they have the choice to. And then this kind of evolved. I started giving yoga classes. I started making art. Let me show you what my art looks like. Here's my Patreon, /MeltMore. And then I make little pieces like this. And I add a piece of poetry alongside them as well. And then I started using this art to do visuals for festivals, where we're basically doing the media side. And we've also been doing some brand work, you know, since I'm comfortable enough in front of a camera. I can dissociate. I can get out of my own way and just record something. I can do that for someone else, but I still have a hard time doing it for myself. So I feel like this channel could be more, should be more, but it's still growing. So right now, I usually grow this channel. Yes. Not only minty, some sweet birch as well. Why are bars a part of South African lifestyle? I don't know if you're like jokingly asking, Nancy, but remember how last year I got robbed like 5 times? Yeah, that's why usually. Sugar rush is a myth, by the way. I was saying the exact same earlier, Kelly. Little honey every day. Yeah, I am very pro eating a little bit of honey every day. The amount of honey I just ate is not the adequate, or not the, I should say the appropriate. Adequate means too little. Not the appropriate amount of honey. I did overdo it. I can feel it. Something in me is letting me know that it's been overdone. However, this honey is like literally local. Like the hive that this honey was harvested from is directly next to my room. I sleep less than 3 meters, less than 10 feet. Yeah, I sleep like 10 feet away from the hive that made that honey. So in that way, I do feel like I'm giving myself pieces of nature. I'm giving myself a low level distribution of all of the flora right around me. And I want all of those microorganisms and stuff, right? Hey Google, tell me about all of the microorganisms that live in honey. Yes. There is a bunch. Which one do I read? I'll read this one. So, honey can contain a variety of microorganisms, including bacteria, Klebsiella, and Lactobacillus are common bacteria. Oh, bacillus. Klebsiella and Lactobacillus are common bacteria found in honey. Some bacteria produce compounds that contribute to honey's acidity and preservative qualities. There are certain types of yeasts, Saccharomyces and Candida. Our yeast can be found in honey, especially in batches with high moisture content. I think I can skip some of these. More bacteriums, more fungi still. The diversity of microorganisms in honey can vary depending on several factors, including the honeybee's microbiome, the nectar's floral source, the hive's geographical location, and environmental conditions. Bees digestive tract environment. Yeah, the waxes are also made by them, I believe. And that is definitely raw honey as well. Wow, very, very raw. All of the things that are good for you about raw honey. Yeah, it's an antioxidant, it's a probiotic, it's soothing as well. When my dad got stung by all of those bees that he reappropriated the honey from, they kicked his ass. And if you put honey on those stings, it feels better. It's a sugar alternative. It reduces cholesterol. It's antibacterial. It has healing properties. That's not enough. You can't just say healing properties. Okay, it can sterilize wounds, promoting healing, reducing pain, odor, and wound size. It's antibacterial, helps with digestive health. It helps your heart, helps your immune system, it helps your skin. It's a prebiotic. It helps your blood sugar and cholesterol. I don't know that. Cough suppressant. Honey is a natural remedy for coughs. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you have 2 living rooms? Where are the flesh couches? The flesh couches are gone. The flesh couches have been replaced by these ones. My brother bought my mom and dad new couches, and these are them. There used to be flesh couch on that wall, and there used to be flesh couch where I'm sitting right now. And yeah, my brother, with his engineering salary, could afford to buy couches. So he did. It smells dank and strange. Did we miss? Oh, you don't like honey. That's true. That's true. I remember Joy saying she doesn't like honey. Honey stinks. It smells dank and strange. Some weed smells dank and strange as well, though, Joy Vive. Right? And I am definitely sensitive to that stuff. I'm sensitive to things that smell bad. I'm more than willing to acknowledge that. I hate bad smells. Drives me insane. But honey is dank and strange, not bad, right? I know you said honey stinks, but weed stinks. Kalimba melt? My kalimba got stolen. Yeah, that was one of the things that got stolen last year. How is your day going? I wasn't joking when I asked about the bars. Some people have bars in their windows in California, but it tends to be certain neighborhoods, not all houses. Yeah, you'll be hard pressed to find houses here in South Africa without bars in the windows. Like, and if you do find them, they're like in gated communities already, so the bars are outside of the windows, if you know what I mean. It's food. You eat it. True. I mean, food is medicine in that way as well, you know, and what you eat affects you. Very interesting. I like the mandalas you showed there. Great work. Thank you, dear friend. I appreciate that. Really, Joy? I can't even think of what it smells like. Neat noses. Yeah, it is a sharp, for me, it's a sharp smell, right? Like for me, it's almost usually akin to flowers. It's like if you had to condense all of that sharpness that flowers hold in a very light way, and you had to like blast my senses with all of that simultaneously. That's what honey smells like. I like the way it smells, but I also like the weed. I also like the way weed smells, you know. And some people also very much do not like the way weed smells. Mm, goop food, goop poop. Yep, true. Tell me, please, that someone drew big eyes on the flesh couches before they found their new home. They haven't found a new home yet. They're technically standing in the store there, but they're like decimated. When the cats were babies, they would crawl underneath the couch and then inside the couch, and apparently they pooped and peed in that couch. Right? I wasn't here during that time. My kalimba has been stolen. Dreamtooth, the kalimba I had has been stolen. It's no longer mine. I do no longer own a kalimba. And that kalimba specifically was a solid body, like a solid wood kalimba. So the sounds were a little bit warmer than the ones that have those resonation chambers. And I've not been able to find one here in South Africa. No kalimba, unfortunately. My neighbor has bars on a ground level window. No one else has bars, but it's neighborhood dependent, like Nancy said. Yeah, some places it's necessary, right? Okay, I'm gonna add some heat. Nancy, they kinda already look like butt cheeks. I saw Drew eyes on the butt cheek couches for funsies. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna like come of them. I don't know if they're gonna be given away. They were in such bad quality and bad condition, you know. Like they are older than I am. My parents had those couches before they had me. It's kind of bunkers. Clickety, clickety. That is more spicy than I anticipated it would be. It's making my eyes tear up a little bit. I say draw eyes on the butt cheek couches for funsies. Would be pretty fun. Especially if they're gonna be put somewhere where they're gonna stand before being, I don't know, made a part of the earth again. Thinking about waste now, right? Thinking about those as things to react to. Oh man, that'll do it. Oh. What a world we live in. What a world we live in indeed. Thinking about our reactions. How there is actively now a reaction happening in me. And how that reaction happening in me allows me to react in a way that allows you to react in a way that can allow me again to react in another way. Right? And it might not be me that reacts, might be another person, and then they react in a way, and then they affect another person, and then they react in a way. So much of what our world is right now is a cascade of reactions. How are we reacting? Are we reacting appropriately? I don't know always. I feel our reactions can be a little bit muted these days. I'm trying to ask myself if that's true. At the same time, we've been more vocal than ever. Will I one day watch future you skillfully kalimbaing? Let's see something quickly, bro. Let's see. Kalimba for sale. Right off the bat, there's a bunch of the ones that I don't want. Let me say South Africa. I'm in South Africa. It's a kalimba.co.za. Okay. Local website. Opening it up, it has what I would describe as hot garbage of it. I'm being very mean, intentionally. But those type of kalimbas, the ones of these resonation chambers, do not serve me. All right? The way they make my ears feel is like, no. How about you don't? You stop. And I'm joking a little bit as well, but it's almost to describe it in the real way that my person experiences it, is that it feels hollow. Literally, right? It's literally hollow. It has a hollow chamber, but it feels hollow. I feel more hollow in playing it, right? The kalimba I had was a solid body kalimba for a reason. I like chose that one specifically. There is one little solid body one, but it's a small one. It doesn't have the notes. 8-note. Here's a diatonic kalimba. It's almost like the one I had. But again, comparatively, shape-wise, doesn't look very good to me. Holy cow, unexpected philosophical moment. That's kind of what I do. AIS, should have given you that as maybe a heads up. I do try and kind of like share from that perspective. All of us do have a philosophical bone in us, right? Slowly but surely we'll remind our fellow peers of the shadows they're looking at, coaxing them into the real world. Yeah, so I won't, like again, they're not giving me prices for one, which makes me very angry. Because why? Why not just tell me how much these things cost so I can make a decision, right? Ah, here's a bigger one. It's a little bit more shapely. It's called the Trademark Alto. That one is closer to the one I had. Still thinner, significantly thinner. Looks like half the thickness is the one I had, but it has the same amount of notes, which I like. But oh why, dear sir, do you have a website without any payment portals? They have their banking details literally listed on the website. Am I supposed to just like wire them money? What do they want from me? I do kind of like this one, but they won't let me buy it. All right, that one I can see myself owning again. These be philosophy streams. Yeah, it's true. These are technically, that's how they started. They are philosophy streams. I'm just, pretending, trying to lure you into a false sense of security, and then boom, philosophicals. Kalimba, baby, let me pluck your tines. So you said you're growing this channel. Is it because you have another main one? Or because you recently entered the YouTube world? I don't know if you have access to the title. You might have to click like the little thingies up top to see the title. But this is day 1473 of me consecutively live streaming. I've been doing like 1,000 or so live streams on the YouTube directly. So yeah, we've been doing this a long time, a very very long time. My goal is to do it forever, and every single day is another day of forever. All right, so thank you for being a part of this forever. You have now, quite literally, become a part of this forever. Another hollow chamber one for 25, no, 27 US dollars. I won't pay you anything for one like that. You'll have to try and freaking wrestle the money out of my hands. I won't. I won't buy one of those. I will definitely not buy one of these. Oh my goodness. Let's see this one. Hey, this is a manual one. I have a drum. I have a cajon. That's a manual as well. Hey, Shazah. It's nice having you. Oh, I mean, that looks bad. It looks like a limited amount of times as well. Might be better though. Might actually get better though. But again, 30 US dollars, maybe a little bit more. 32 US dollars. Nah. Recently. Yeah. We recently entered the YouTube world, Joyview, just like a while ago. It's not like it's been I want to say the words out loud, but they don't feel right. Are they right? 20% of my life? No way. I mean, I'm like guesstimating. We've done 4 full years. This is now year 5 that we're going on. And I'm 26. And 10% of 26 is 2.6. Right? So it's not exactly 20. It's like 17. I am a 26-year-old, and my birthday is in May. It is January right now, 12th of January right now. I've been doing live streams since the first day of 2021. What percentage of my life have I been live streaming for? Now we can get exact numbers, right? It's going to be like 17 point couple of integers or something. It's thinking about it. Okay, it's 15.9%. 17 was a little bit of a overestimation. But 15% of my life. That is wild. All right, and that number is going to close every single year. It's going to only become a larger and larger percentage of myself. Um, how old do I have to be to have spent 95% of my life live streaming? What age will I be? How long will I have to go for? 1,473 days is insane. Massive dedication. Unwilling to release dedication. Obsessive, right? Downright obsessive. It's true. It's nice to have met you, friend. Thank you for finding that impressive too. I am proud of myself for doing so. And I do consider that dedication something admirable. But at the same time, I've only been doing it today. No, I know. I know. This thing is like you would have had to start live streaming when you were 4 years old. I'm not asking you how early I had to start. I'm not asking you how early I had to start. I'm talking from this moment on forward, considering that I keep streaming every single day and I want to have streamed at least 95% of my life. How old would I have to be? I'll have to be like way older than 100, right? Like it's like probably close to 200, to get those numbers. No, it's probably close to like 400 because diminishing returns. Error. Don't tell me error. It's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard. Come on. It's not rocket science. I'm not asking you to rocket science right now. It's like, bro, my brain. Sorry, boss. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. Boss, please. Stop complaining, ChatGPT. Just let me know, bro. Let me know this arbitrary number. Error again. It's not that. It's not that difficult. I've never seen it tell me error. You've reached your data analysis limit. I'm not trying to data analyze. I'm not trying to data analyze. What do you mean? This is not data analysis. Ah, yes. MeltMore, your channel monetized? It is. I am very proud to say. All right, I do believe I can show you here. Huzzah! Monetized channel. You're a YouTube partner. By your friends as well. In January, we've earned 473 Rand. 1 Rand is about equivalent to 19 units. 19 units of our currency is 1 unit of a dollar. Right? So that is 20, 24 bucks, 25 bucks. That didn't exist in my life if not for you, friends. All right. So, yeah, YouTube monetized. Bless you, YouTube too. It's nice to see the new friends coming into this space as well. Let's try one more time. This is not data analysis, bro. Surely. Oh, it's doing freaking code inputs. Just, oh, praise. How would you try one more time? Let's see if I send this. ChatGPT is getting radically worse every single time I try and use it, it seems. If it gives me an error again, I'm just, yeah, error. You've reached your data analysis limit. Give us 20 daras if you want to data analyze. I just want to do like stupid math, bro. I don't want to, I'm not going to pay you $20 so I can do this. You know what? Do you know about Claude? Let's actually use Gemini instead. Because that's probably ChatGPT's biggest competitor. Yeah, take me to Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. Cool. This new Gemini. They also want me to give them money. But for now, it'll be free. I just have to try it now. No. We'll start with this. I am a live streamer, and we just determined that because I've been streaming every single day from the start of 2021, and I'm a 26-year-old right now, I have been streaming 15.09% of my entire life. I would like to bring that number up to 95%. And I'm curious as to how long I would have had to stream for to have made up 95% of my live streaming, considering that I wasn't streaming for the first 21 years. Hey, we got view bot spammers. Remove the space. Oh, because it knows it's a link and it will auto cap it. Yeah, I'm not going to buy viewers. I'm sorry. Oh, wow, that's great. Keep it up. Bless. Thank you, Nisha. My Krishna is blue. My Krishna is Mari Krishna. I don't know. Okay. To stream 95% of your life, you would need to stream for an additional 137 years. Okay. How long to reach 99%? 22 more years? That seems wrong. This thing is very bad at math. That's not how it works, bro. It's like, to figure this out, you need to consider what percentage of life you haven't streamed yet. Then it goes, if you've streamed 15% of your life, that means you haven't streamed 100% minus 15%, which is 84% of your life. You want to stream for 99% of your life, meaning you have not streamed for 1% of it. This means the amount of time you need to stream is 84 times longer than the time you have not streamed. Since you've lived 26 years, 1% of your life is 0.26 years. And then it times 84 times 0.26, which means I have to stream only for 22 more years, according to Gemini. And then boom, I get 99. Like, that's wrong. Your math is radically wrong, bro. Like, so wrong, it kind of hurts my brain to think that you have come to that conclusion. Like, I think you might be a little bit close to the whole 170 years plus, which means that I'll be like 160-ish by the time I've streamed 95% of my life. But it cannot be 22 years. Try again. Ask it in this way. I gave me the equation. Everything if I started something at age, how will I be when I spend 90% of my life doing that? Typically, it can be two ways, since 100% of your life right now is 26%. It's 26. It's true. There we go. Now we got like this. Now it actually done some proper maths. Look at that. Actually did the math, like, instead of just guesstimating the previous time. And then it works out to about 415 years. That is pretty wild. So it actually gives me a bunch of incorrect methods. That's what it did. Like, it incorrectly approached the mathematics. It's very interesting to see it reason. Okay, only 415 extra years, and then we would have reached 95% of my life, apparently. Hey, is that Ronnie Briggs? Hello, friend. It's nice having you here. Sending you blessings. We're just doing some stupid math now. I don't know why we're doing this. Today's stream topic is about the whole fractal of reactions, right? Maybe I'm trying to like garner some sort of reaction out of myself. It's like considering how long I'll have to do something. Do I want this to be so like maybe that's why I'm talking about it. Right now, it is 100% of my life. However, percentage wise, it's not 100% of my life. And my mind goes, if it's 100% of my life experientially, what would it take? How long would it take to be like 100% of my life relatively? And then I guess it becomes easier if you did like 99% math and 1% math, because then it's, orders of magnitude that you have to work in. So I'll have to be like 2100 years old for me to have done it for 99% of my life. I gotta go now. I'll subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. AIs. I'll see you again, friend. Thank you for subscribing. It'll be nice seeing you one more time. Even if just one more time. Thank you for letting me see you. Dang. Sending you blessings, friend. Good to see you this morning. Good to see you too, Ronnie. How's things been? How has your reactions to things been? That is what we're discussing today. How am I reacting? How is my reacting to this thing causing others to react to me? How is the way others react to me causing me to react to them? How is my reaction to them going to cause them to react to others? How will those reactions to others cause them to react to the world? How will that world's reactions give us new things to react to? Right? Our whole world is based on us reacting. Sometimes aggressively. This is a specific word that I'm looking for. Not aggressively as much. Manically, right? Like scared animals. People can react. And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing for our species. Because in those swings of reactions, we trample people. All right? We squeeze people against the fences. Adding some heat to this Dynavap. And then I'm probably going to be finishing this vertical stream for today. Especially because of today's stream topic, I'm trying to be extra mindful of what my reaction is like. Click. Taking deep breaths. Goodness, Ronnie. He's letting us know that his ex is trying to get him to sign all his rights to his son away. I reacted with extreme sadness. I think that's the most appropriate reaction you could have acted with, Ronnie. Can't imagine how that wouldn't make someone sad. I'm so sorry that she's trying to do that, bro. I don't think she realizes what she's doing. She might be trying to hurt you. She might be in her own head trying to protect your son. But, I can't imagine how hard that must be. I'm sorry you're going through that, friend. Maybe you can let us know how she reacted to your sadness. Did she give you any room? Man, thinking about divorce being one of the reactions that we can have to marriage. She has found a new man and he's well off and she wants to move away with him. Well, in that case, I can't see how you are not deserving of your son because of that. If she thinks she's going to be happier with this man who is well off, then that's her decision to make. But taking your son away from you doesn't really seem like it should be a part of the decision that she gets to make, right? Especially if she's the one making the decision that she's leaving you for some rich guy. She has no compassion. Can't imagine that working out for her. Right, like I've heard some pretty ridiculous stories. Did you go to court to assert your rights? I sure do hope so. Can't imagine that's cheap to do though. So like having a person trying to financially hurt you. I'm sorry you're going through this, dear friend. She might not have any compassion for you, but we do. There's so many reactions that can be had about that as a situation as well. The thing I'm kind of being taken aback by is that energy of how dare you, right? That how dare you energy is a powerful one. It gets you riled up just like that. Ridiculously angry in no time whatsoever. She promised to ruin me financially if we have to go to court. I'm almost failing now. You see, that I could almost like feel that, Ronnie. You didn't even have to tell me for me to be like, yeah, that's probably the situation. My mind is almost like creating this openness, and I'm watching all of these different reactions break through the calm surface, and almost like little dolphins, jumping out of the water. They have to eventually crash back into this calm surface. And I don't know if there's anything other than we can do than that right now. Exactly, the hopelessness is horrible. I can't imagine, bro. You know what I'm holding for you, Ronnie? Is the fact that your son is still going to be here, right? I'm hopeful that if this guy is as well off as you say, that your son will at least be taken care of, right? So maybe the situation is completely hopeless, and I'm there with you, but we can still have hopes for your son, right? There still is hope for your son, and in that, there is still hope for your relationship, right? Because the relationship only ends when one of you is no longer here to have the relationship with each other. And she cannot keep him from you forever, right? We're here with you, friend. You're only hearing one side of the story. Good luck to the child involved. They're innocent, bless. I know I'm the only one hearing that side of the story. And that's why I'm sharing the wisdom that I can share from that side of the story, right? Is that in this side of the story, I can watch my mind have a bunch of different reactions, trying to put myself in the shoes of, right? Knowing the person I am, putting myself in the shoes of, and then experiencing the ways that I might potentially react if that was the situation. And then, if that was my situation, and let's say I was innocent, then the thing that I have to be hopeful for is that my son will be taken care of, right? And that there will still be a relationship for us if he grows up and he can see me again or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a dad. I'm still one of the kids, basically. We're just figuring it out. My health has been failing me the last few years, and I want as much quality time with him as I can get. I feel you. Layers. Ex's new rich guy. Let's make a deal. Get Ronnie and his son a VR headset so at least they can spend time together. Yeah, that sounds fair, right? VRs are pretty cheap. Anyway, I'm go. You're gonna go? It was nice having you here, Joe. I'm also about finishing this vertical stream. I do like Chauvin's idea though. I think the Oculus Quests, they're just called the Quest 3. Hey Google, what's the retrial price? Hey Google, what's the retail price of the Quest 3S? I didn't understand. How about you try harder? It's 300 bucks. A Quest 3S starts at $299.99. The same price as the Quest 2 at launch, and now comes with 128 gigs of storage. Or you can upgrade to the 256 gig for an extra 100 bucks, which feels like a scam. Right? Like, come on. It's not that much money for extra storage. Give us a slot or whatever. But still, $299.99, right? 600 bucks for two headsets, right? 600 bucks is what a cell phone costs for some people these days. So, yeah, there are ways. We live in the modern world. There are ways to see and spend time with your son in ways that makes it non-local. Gonna make some coffee and start my day. Bless everyone. Have a good one. Joy vive. Well, I can tell you that I'm not perfect, but my ex has done very much damage to my life. Thank you, Melt. You always make me feel more at peace. It's the only thing I can hope to do for you, friend. That's the role I try to play. I feel I need to get better at it, and I appreciate you allowing me to bring that energy for you too. Thank you, friends, for joining me for this vertical stream. My parents just arrived. I'm gonna say hi to them, and then we're gonna do a horizontal one too. I love you. See you soon.